Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, do not forget to give a thumbs up to this video and also do not forget to subscribe. So in this tutorial we will be talking about static libraries. Okay, so we'll be talking about the task static libraries. For this task I would implore you that you try as much as possible to go through these resources. The first three resources are the same, so if you click on just one of them, all you need to do is read the subheading, what is a C library, what is it good for, and also read the subheading, creating a static C library using AR and runlib, then using a C library in a program, and finally if you wish you can watch this video. This video only tells you the difference between dynamic and static library. Okay, so let's move quickly now to completing the task. Now for this task, here are the requirements. As usual, we can use the VI editor. Then the compiler to use, you can use these options to compile. All your files should end with a new line. A README file must be located. Your code must be Betty standards and the rest of that. Okay, particularly now here we will be writing a script. So it is necessary that once again that you start your script with the first line, the hash bank, and then a readme file must be located at the root of the folder describing what each script is doing. Then all your files must be executable. Okay, so the first task we have here is a library is not a luxury but one of the necessities of life. So we are required to create the static library libmy.a containing all functions listed below. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a header file containing all of these functions. Okay, so we'll come here now and we create a header file. Now take note that I have navigated into the directory ALX low level programming, and I have created the required directory. I've navigated into this repo ALX low level programming, and I have created the directory required by the project, by the task 0x09 static libraries. That's what you can see here. Now inside this directory, I'm trying to create the header file. You'd see it says main.h. Okay, so I'm creating the header file main.h. Now this is what you should have in your header file. All the functions listed here must all be contained in your header file. All you can do is just copy everything here and just paste it in here, and after doing that you use your WQ to save and quit. Now the next thing is that what we need to do is something very tricky here. Now take note that for you to be able to create a library, you must have a C code that contains all of these functions. So all of these functions are functions located in C files. Now each of those C files will then contain objects. So the objects or the output of each of those C files is what is going to be contained in this static library. So for example, now look at all the output files that we need. We need the output file 0-isopper.0.o, 0-memset.o, 0-stringcat.o. So we need all of these C files, and then we need to generate their output files by compiling the code. Okay, so as usual, let me show you one of the first one. Most of these codes we already have them, like we've already done tasks with them. That is why we were told here that if you haven't coded all the above functions, create empty ones with the right prototypes. Okay, so don't forget to push blah blah blah. So if you've not done any task that has all of these codes in them, you just need to create an empty file, an empty one with the name and that contains the right prototype. So for example, this one that says is alpha, that will be used for this 0-isopper. Okay, so you just need to link each of the these are the prototypes. You have to link each of these prototypes to the correct file that they are supposed to contain. But if you've already done all tasks that contains all these C files, all you need to do is just go and locate the C files and just copy them and paste them into your directory. Okay, so here is one of them. Okay, so this is the file for the first one, 0-is-upper.o. Okay, this is the C file. So I see that I have the C file. So what I need to do to compile that code, the C file is, I say gcc -c 0-is-upper upper.c. Then I need to specify where I want the output to be. I want the output file to be located in the file called 0-is-upper.o. Now, so for the first C file that I have, which is 0-is-upper.c, gcc-c 0-is-upper.c, and then I need to specify the output file, and that gives me 0-is-upper.o. So if I enter this code now, I should have this file. Now you would have 0-is-upper.o. So you repeat the same for the second one, and then you get the output file 0-memset.o. You do that for the next one until you're done for all the files up till _putchar.c. Yeah, you compile that too and you get _putchar.o. Now after doing all that, what we now need to do is we need to use the right syntax now to create the library. Now we are not creating a file called libmy.a, but rather we will be creating a library. So we use arrc, that is to create a library. Now the arrow here means whatever output file we supply, if it is located in if it's located already in this library. Let's say I already have this library. Let me type that. Now if I already have this library libmy.a already in this directory, by using this R, what I am saying is I want that file to be replaced with the latest version. While the C here stands for copy, so that is to copy, to check through all copies of the library, the libmy file, and then replace and copy with the updated version. Okay, so what will I start with? I'll start with the first output file, 0-is-upper.o. Then I write the next one, 0-memset.o. So I need to write all of the files containing .o from the beginning to the end. Well, another shortcut you can do is to do arrc libmy, can say *.o. So what this will do is going to check in this directory, and it's going to use all the files ending with .o will then be incorporated into this library. So let me press enter. If I press enter now, so what you see, there is no error, which shows that my libmy.a has been updated to contain all files here carrying the .o. So the star here, as we know in Linux, represents, in the Unix system, represent the wildcard. So I'm saying whatever thing precedes the .o, all files containing the .o file should be included in this library. So by doing that, all I need to do is do my git add. I do my git commit. I call that task 1. Then I do my git push. Now notice that it says there's nothing to commit, so it means all of the files that I used to create my own libmy.a is also incorporated into this code, so there are no changes made. So there is nothing that is going to push. It's going to say everything up to date. So basically that's what you need to do in order to complete this task. If you miss out any one, by the time you run your checker, you get some errors. So you need to carefully check and make sure that you have all of the C files and all of the output files that are indicated. So you can pause the video at any point in time to make sure that the C files that you have in your directory are exactly the same number of C files that you have in this video. Now let's talk about the next task. Now for the next task, what we are required to do is we're required to create a script that is called create_static_lib.sh that will create a static library called liball.c from all the C files that are in the current directory. Okay, so we are required to create a script. Okay, so the name of the create_static_lib.sh, not library, lib.sh. Okay, so once again we'll start our code with the hash bank, and then we have gcc -w all -w extra -w error -pedantic -c. Now once again we introduce our wildcard here to show that we do not know the exact number of C files that we have in that directory. All that matters to us is all files ending with .c should be compiled. Now when all the files are compiled, the next thing we need to do is to use our arrc liball.a, and then all our output files should then be included into this library. So basically that's what your script should contain. $wq to save and quit. Then after doing that, once again all you need to do, you need to git add, git commit and git push, and thereafter you can run your checker. So basically that's what we need, everything that you need to do to complete this task. I hope to see you in another tutorial. Please give a thumbs up to this video if you found it very helpful, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.